Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to Lifestyle Manifesting. I'm Shannon, and on my channel, I discuss manifesting as a lifestyle in every area of your life. You guys love my content. You're consistently giving me feedback of success, and I am the only manifestation coach you need to watch because you have success. Today, I want to talk about when you're in no contact with your specific person. Hello, Martin. Hello. Thank you. When you're in no contact with your specific person, this is what you need to be aware of. You need to recognize, are you feeling like you're missing them and you don't have them? Or are you knowing and being in the wish fulfilled? Are you in the wish fulfilled? Wish fulfilled means you know you have this. It means you're not feeling like you miss them. Missing them just keeps them away because they must reflect what you feel. If you feel, I'm missing them, I feel lonely, I feel sad, I don't have anything to do, then your world's going to reflect that in different ways. So in order to manifest a reality you want, it's about awareness. First, be aware and conscious to what you are thinking and feeling. That's our first step. Once you recognize, yeah, actually I am kind of feeling lonely. You might not be able to figure this out in one day, and that's okay. Take time. Let that be your idea of what you're going to focus on in the next few days. Internally, how are you feeling? Are you feeling sure, secure, pretty sure? That's okay too. Pretty sure or sure. And knowing. Are you feeling knowing and sure? Or are you feeling like you're missing them? You're not doing anything with your life unless they're a part of it. Because they will reflect that you miss them by being away. So stop missing your specific person and stop putting your attention on something that you don't want. You don't want to miss them. You don't need them to make you happy. You create fulfillment from within. And when you're creating love for yourself, love for your own life, when you're focusing on love and radiating love, then you'll manifest a reality that just reflects and shows you love that's within you. But if you're missing them and sad and lonely, then they must reflect that. So if you want to manifest a specific person, even if there's been no contact for weeks, months, years, it doesn't matter because that circumstance doesn't matter. In the present moment, it is a new moment to recreate. So in this present moment, recreate. See a vision of yourself living in the wish fulfilled. You only need to imagine it. Your imagination is first cause. That's why you only need to imagine it. You imagine it. You imagine it. Okay, when I say imagine, it could be you affirm it. You get into the mood of having your desire. Get in the mood of love. Why don't you get into the mood of love? You could light a candle. You can, prepare something romantic for yourself. That could be in the mood of love. Are you in the mood of missing and not together and lack and separation? Or are you in the mood of having, loving, in the mood of joy, in the mood of satisfaction, in the mood of security? Wherever your dominant feeling, in the dominant mood that you're cultivating from within, wherever you are and how you're feeling is what is a reflection in your world. So shift your attention to yourself. You're someone who's secure. You're someone who knows that you're first cause. You're someone who knows how to manifest powerfully. You're someone who gets everything you want. It's easy for you to pull in love into your life. It's easy for you to radiate love that everyone is attracted to, including your specific person. It's easy for everyone to want to hang out with you. It's easy for you to be invited to everything and anywhere. It's easy for you to feel included. Okay, this topic is coming up from one of my client calls that I had yesterday. One of my clients was saying how she missed her specific person and she's feeling kind of lonely and kind of alone. I said, that's not going to get you there. Even though, circumstances don't matter, then just decide circumstances don't matter, desire is mine. What we understand, all possibilities exist. But why not live your joy? If you know you have your desire, why not live your joy? Why not make plans for yourself? Why not practice cultivating a feeling of love and comfort and the feeling of wanted and the feeling of security? Practice those feelings, practice that mood, because you'll create that reality. The more you practice something, you're creating a dominant feeling within you. So do you want to create a reality where it's sadness and you don't have what you want and you're feeling lonely? I saw a girl on TikTok post a video. She said for the last 10 years, maybe like, I'm 37 years old. Her video title was like, I'm 37 years old, lived with my parents for the last 10 years, and I'm lonely. But when you're a conscious creator, you understand you can create anything and any experience. So if you want to change that experience of feeling lonely, then you need to make your dominant feeling, your dominant thought is you're feeling satisfaction or fulfillment. You're feeling happy. You're feeling loved. You're choosing that. You're choosing it. You could choose happiness no matter where you go and what you do. I don't care if you go to a funeral, you could still choose happiness, because we're infinite beings anyway, right? So choose your mood. Choose the feelings that you want to be your dominant feelings. You can create that without any conditions of the external world. You create that fulfillment within. You could build the connection that you have with the infinite being within you, your infinite intelligence, God, source, whatever you want to say, right? Universe. Build your connection and deepen your connection with the voice and inspiration in your mind. Within your imagination, in your consciousness, really. It's in your consciousness, as part of your consciousness. Build that connection. Know that you always have your back. Infinite intelligence always has your back. Infinite intelligence is pulling strings for you. Infinite intelligence chooses you, favors you. Feel that connection. One technique I use to deepen that connection, I would just put on a love song, and I would imagine that infinite intelligence is singing the love song to me, and vice versa. I would imagine that song with the deep connection, the infinite spirit that's within us. Okay, so deepen that connection, because that connection can help you feel whole, help you feel secure. You do have someone with you all the time. You're never alone. All right, so if you want, the whole topic is talking about you want to manifest someone to contact you after no contact. You have to recognize if you're missing that person. The moment you're missing them, they must reflect. And then they're bye-bye, they're gone, they're not even in the picture because you're missing them, they're not in the picture. Cause, you're missing them. Effect, bye-bye, they're gone, they're not here. If, I know, you have to decide, just don't focus on them, okay? Because you're gonna think, but I get upset when I think about the story and this happened. We'll stop talking about that story, because stories we tell create our reality. Start telling a different story about you. Start being the main character. Start saying you're getting whatever you want no matter what happens. Start building your own identity to the version of you who is loved, who feels chosen. Decide that you choose yourself. Decide to put your focus on all the millions of good things happening in your life instead of that one thing that's not going right. You guys are powerful. I'm here to remind you that your manifestations are yours. It is done. Let's build our confidence. Let's build our confidence. I'm having a lot of great success stories, and they're so fun. And I want to remind you that the success stories could be everything leading to what you perceive as a bigger manifestation. But if you're aware, being aware of your world and people in your life, and even anyone, any person in your life is a reflection of you. So if you could pay attention and be aware of what they're saying? Are they speaking back your affirmations? What's happening in your world is a direct reflection of your consciousness. So pay attention, because you will have these aha moments. Hello. Won't they miss you? Overall, just think, wish fulfilled is living in the end of being in a healthy, happy relationship. So being in the end of a healthy, happy relationship, you're not usually saying, I miss you. Okay, there's that little, it's a different feeling when your partner's off to work and you're like, oh, I miss you, see you after work. That feels different than, I miss you, I don't have you. Listen internally to your feelings and your own feelings in your own body, and what are you truly feeling? You can manifest that you're always missed when you're not together, but you have to think from already the wish fulfilled that you're together. Play with that in your imagination, because those are way different feelings and those are way different experiences in life. Missing when you're not even together and you never got together with them, and oh, you're saying, won't they miss you? Like, if you miss them, they miss you. Well, actually, this has happened to me in the past, where I missed somebody and they never contacted me, but they were telling me that. Okay, so there was a reflection that way, because I guess all possibilities exist. But when you're missing someone, if you think a little bit deeper about missing someone, you're missing something. It feels like you don't have something. If you don't have something, then your world will reflect that you don't have it. In order for them to be in your life, you don't even want to manifest a reality where they miss you. You don't want that reality. You want a reality that you're in a healthy relationship together. Then you're focusing on, what does that version of you feel like? That version of you might not know exactly how it feels, but you might just know that you're chosen. You might know you would feel loved. You wouldn't feel empty because you don't have someone in your life. You would feel more whole and satisfied and complete. That you don't need that person to complete you. That's a misconception from Jerry Maguire. You complete me. Okay, sure. On some level, yes. But the truth is, you complete yourself. And when you complete yourself, the physical world will reflect that. I know what needs to be done, but today I feel so low energy. Could this be purging? Absolutely, because you do define everything in your life. And if you just decide it's purging, you're putting a positive spin on the experience that you're having. First of all, it's okay to be low energy. It's only that you're basically judging what you're feeling. So we judge things. Just observe it instead of judging it. Allow yourself to say, this is a day I just low energy, no big deal, still getting what I want. I'm just purging this out. I'm allowed to have this process. We have to stop beating ourselves up because we don't have something, or stop beating ourselves up because we think we're supposed to do something or have something by a certain time frame. No, you already have it. You're going to be gentle with yourself, and you're just going to allow yourself. Being in this space of low energy, maybe you want to relax and just listen, because you will hear something. Listen. The reason we're not hearing infinite intelligence guiding us is because we have so much going on in the world that we haven't just quieted our mind. Let it be this is a great opportunity to just quiet your mind. Feeling low energy, you know what? That was a purge. And you're quieting your mind, and you're just going to listen. I heard a really great interview. Prince, it was some interview from many years ago, right? But Prince was being interviewed, and he was talking about he connects. I don't know if he used the word infinite intelligence or my internal being or something like that, but infinite intelligence, he said he's connecting with that voice in his head. And that the more he connects, the more he has inspiring work to share with the world. I mean, any masterful artist, which we all are, we could all declare we are, but the masters at it were connecting to that inner voice. Any inventor, well, really, if you just read Think and Grow Rich, It's a book. It's a compilation that Napoleon Hill wrote of over 500. I think it was up to 500 millionaires. He interviewed them all. And what was the key? It's the title, Think and Grow Rich. And everyone he was interviewing said they connected. They connected within. They connected to listen to the solution and not be in the problem. So it is powerful to listen to the voice from within. There is a voice within. Just start talking. Start making that voice your best friend. Okay, and say, oh, thanks for making miracles in my life, and the gratitude you have for everything that exists, even if it's not a manifested form. Feel the gratitude and feel appreciation and speak that appreciation to the infinite intelligence within you. I'm so thankful. I always feel good and I know I'm the best. Beautiful. Just saw his ex liked his Instagram post and now I feel like they are communicating. No, they're not, Morgan. But your assumption, remember, in your reality, you're the operant power. So your assumption that they are communicating is going to create that reality. You have to change the story. Why are you feeling unsure and insecure? Why aren't you just deciding that you're the most amazing, the most beautiful, the one that radiates love, the one that SP wants to be with? Why don't you just decide that? Why don't you just decide that you're the best and the ultimate choice? If you know you're the ultimate choice, that kind of stuff isn't even going to bother you. And also, if you know you're the ultimate choice, you know there's plenty of fish in the sea, you wouldn't be bothering with somebody that wasn't giving you the highest priority. So change your concept of self, and you could change it right now. So what if his ex liked his post? It means nothing. You could even revise that. You could create a reality where that never happened. That's reflected in your reality because of your own doubts and fears and insecurities. So you figure that out. Ask yourself, have you been worried about that? Because you're the cause, the world's the effect. There is no coincidence. It's a deliberate, direct reaction or manifestation. It's a deliberate manifestation or it's a direct, not deliberate. Because it's maybe not totally deliberate on your end. It's a direct manifestation coming from you. And the fact that you're already assuming that they're communicating is also showing that you're not seeing yourself as the prize, okay? None of that matters. Circumstances don't matter. You're the operant power. You're getting everything you want. Put no focus on him or her or whatever. The only thing you need to do is put the focus on you, deciding you're the ultimate choice. Decide that you're the ultimate choice. Okay, so maybe you'll say, yeah, I think I am. Okay, do you feel like that in relation to SP? See the version of him who is treating you like a priority. Now communicate with that version of your SP. See that version. Doesn't matter what the circumstances. Everybody gets caught up in what's happening in the external world. The external world is just an effect. The cause is you. It's literally like you're writing a story. Imagine you're the author of this whole life, of your own life. You're the author and you're writing the story right now. And even what you wrote here creates part of your story. You just created that story. Okay, but here's your power. So don't be afraid of what you create. You can't be afraid of the creation. The creation is an effect. Don't be afraid of the creation. You created that, but don't be afraid of it. Now decide, first of all, do you see the cause and effect? It was you. It was you. It all came from you. What you were thinking, what you were feeling, with the state of being that you're in. Are you in the state of feeling insecure or not chosen? Then start getting out. Instead of being there, shift to a state of security. Shift to a state where you're chosen, and your world will reflect that. And so that's your power, is that in this present moment, you can change all of your reality by persisting in a new story, because you're the author. I know you didn't probably write this intentionally. It happened, but it's a manifestation coming from you because you felt a certain way, and you felt a certain way, and you were thinking certain things and making certain assumptions, and those assumptions manifest. So you're breaking free of that program. Break free of the program. You are breaking free. So break free of the program. That's everything that exists here. The program that is within you that you didn't even deliberately choose. You didn't choose all your beliefs. You just adopted a lot of them, most of them. I think, like Dr. Joe Dispenza says, it's like 95% of the beliefs we hold are not even ours that we chose. It's like 5% is who you really are. So now you're deliberately choosing who you are and how you're seen. You're the author. I want you to think of it. This is kind of fun. It's playful. So write the story of your life. And what's the end of the story here? Well, you're the main character. You got what you wanted. You got the love. Like, think of a movie and there's like the happy ending. Thanks, Miss Biz. Think of a movie and it's a movie with a happy ending, and you're the main character in this like rom-com, beautiful movie. It felt like it was going the opposite way, but in the end, the main character gets what they want. So just make a decision. You're the main character, which you already are, but like now own it. You're the main character and you get what you want. Okay, but the next part is you have to persist, because even if it doesn't change in this split second, right in this moment, you need to keep persisting until the 3D reality reflects it. You have to persist. You have to persist in the new story no matter what. No matter what, your friends are going to come up to you now and say, hey, they noticed that too, because they're a reflection of you too. So now when your friends come and say, hey, I saw her, or, I saw that X was liking your person's post, and now how are you going to react? Are you going to know? Are you going to persist and say, so what? I know I'm a great catch. Are you going to do that? Or are you going to say, oh my God, I know, I can't believe that. I saw that too. Okay, those aren't the only two options, but option one is you living in the end. Option two is bye-bye. Those two are definitely getting together. This is how reality is so malleable, so flexible, but you must persist in your story, in your end. You must persist in the fulfillment of you having your wish. And the really powerful way to do that is to focus on yourself rather than focus on the 3D, because that already seems like mind-blowing. How do we change everybody? You're not changing them. You're only changing your conception, your perception, your assumptions. Start assuming you're God's gift to this world. Start assuming that everyone wants to be with you, or start assuming that person wants to be with you. Start assuming that you love your life so much. Start assuming that you're the most beautiful. Start assuming that you're the beauty standard. Start assuming that you have the perfect body. Start assuming that you just start loving your body, start loving yourself, start loving your life, and then what's going to happen with your world? Your world will reflect that. I'm sure you do on some level, okay, but you're going to do that and feel it, truly feel it, and you'll see that effect of the world. Okay, so Morgan, you've got this. It's already done. That story, like, we could literally be like the director that said, cut. Okay, no, we don't want that part anymore. They rewrite the script right in the moment. Ready, action. Action. The present moment is action. Okay, action. Now affirm. Affirm you in the end having what you want. And now just keep being her or him, right? Keep being that version of you who gets what you want. Keep being that version of you. Sarah, how can I ask you how to drop the old story? With a mental diet, the new story, I mostly do self-concept. Yes, if you do self-concept, I really just explained that. Okay, you drop the old story by knowing that everything is yourself pushed out. Just start to get the understanding of the knowing and the idea that everything is one with you. They're not separate from you. Nothing is separate from you. That's how that will help you drop the old story. Because when you know that what you are and who you are and what you're feeling and what you're assuming is pushed out to the world, that first and foremost will help you stay on target with the new story. It's pushed out. Don't you see? I mean, now you're seeing because now you're recognizing. Now you're more aware. You're paying attention. Some of the assumptions we have are assumptions because we assume them from age 7. We could have been a child. Our parents told us something and we believed it. It was true, but it's not true infinitely. It's not true. It's not finally true. It's only true because you adopted the belief. Okay. So the beliefs that we hold, just decide you're going to just start being more open, right? You're going to be more open. You're going to start telling a new story. All you have to do is focus on your self-concept. And really that is the key, because if you perceive yourself as a highly desirable person, it's going to be easy for you to think, of course, other people think you are, because when you feel like you are, then they are going to reflect that. And it's easier to assume that would be reflected also. When you think you need the validation of someone else outside of you, if you need their validation from over there, what is that really saying that you feel inside? If you need the validation, it means that you don't think it. So you're needing validation for that. So that's why instead of thinking you're trying, essentially you are changing the 3D and you're changing them. And you can see a new version of them. I've used seeing a new version of someone to help shift into my own state of being. But first and foremost, validate yourself, love yourself, choose yourself. It's not that you need it, because just in the needing it is what's pushing it away or keeping it away. Okay. You validate yourself. You choose yourself. So self-concept and so mental diet and new story. I mean, I kind of consider those the same thing. It's just stick on the new story. The new story is just make the new story. You get everything you want. If anything, no matter what's happening, say that circumstance doesn't matter. I'm someone who gets everything I want. I'm someone who manifests powerfully. I'm someone who always wins. I'm the winner. I was thinking about that Joseph Murphy affirmation that I really like. I'm born to succeed. I'm born to win. The infinite within me can't fail. Divine love guides me. Angel, manifest my love. Yes, you can. So affirm it. I'm someone who manifests love. It's easy for me to manifest love. I always get the love I want. I am enough and I have the love where I feel that way. Ariana, what if you miss them at times, but then affirm that you are together? Yeah, that's fine. Always come back to being together. There's some level of missing. I get that, right? There's some level of missing. But if you really do an internal inquiry of how you're feeling, are you missing them more of the time, or are you feeling like you're together more of the time? Every time you miss them and you come back to affirm, wait, we're together, you're actually solidifying and making that stronger. You're anchoring and rooting that new vision. You keep rooting it more and more. Even if you go off target, it's actually still good. It's not that, eventually you won't fall off target, but because you fell off target, you're reminded to come back to that anchored, rooted place of, no, wait, we're together. Wait, this is done. You're the operant power. So what to do if circumstances are really crazy and hard to see how this will work out? First of all, sometimes things do get crazy. Because we have we're thinking logically and we're thinking, oh, this has to happen or that has to happen. No, it might all have to get all crazy or break apart before you have your manifestation. It's not every single time, but you're just going to decide that. You define everything. I love Bashar because Bashar says, which I know this, and Neville Goddard, really all the metaphysical teachers are saying this, you're defining your own reality. Are you giving it good meaning or are you giving it a negative meaning? So the circumstance is crazy. It can still be crazy, but are you giving, what are you implying from all that craziness? What assumption are you taking from that? It's crazy, but that's okay because it's working out. Or it's crazy and I don't know, what am I doing? Right? So your assumption will guide whatever happens. So you have to create your own assumption. Yeah. Until it solidifies, until it's just natural that you say, yeah, this is crazy, but I knew it would work out. It's always working out. This is exactly what needed to happen. This is exactly what needed to happen because my manifestation's done. I'm in the right place at the right time. I know in some way it doesn't feel right to say that, but it is, okay? Because you might think, well, if I'm in the right place at the right time, will my current circumstance stay here? No, you're releasing any resistance. You're saying, I am living in the end. Because you already know what your desires are. You know them. You know your desire. You just have to let go of the worry, doubt, fear. You're letting go of the resistance. To let go of the resistance, you're saying, it's okay. I am in the right place at the right time. This is all working out for me. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but it's not. You're actually claiming that it's okay. You're living in the end. You're not in a state of resistance. Angie, I'm so glad I got into this live. I needed this reminder today. You're welcome. I'm glad you're here too. We are learning how to actually discipline our thoughts and love and care for ourselves enough to absolutely choose us. This is about love. It's ultimately about finding out who you are, right? The bigger picture is, the desire is more like a carrot for you to realize who you truly are. Who you truly are is an infinite being who really came here to create. You came here to create. I think, Neville Goddard says, and I align with this, that we came here to wake up, to realize we are not limited and that we are the operant power. We are the God of our reality. We are the creator. We are one with the creator. Okay. You are one with the creator. I know. And Dolores Cannon, I like a little bit of her teachings. She says we came here to manipulate energy. Manipulate energy, that we are learning how to manipulate energy. Right? Learning, this is all energy. So we're just learning how to manipulate it. Not in a manipulative way, but we're already creating it anyway. So by going in our imagination and imagining the wish fulfilled, by affirming the wish fulfilled, by putting our focus and our attention on the type of life, wish fulfilled is the life you want to have. You with your desire is wish fulfilled. It's actually really fun. Okay, so you're not needing this desire out of desperation because you already have it within. Okay, so that's a little bit of part of the teaching, because sometimes we want that thing because we think we don't have it and feels like we're going to feel better when we have it. But this is about learning how to create that fulfillment from within without needing, because you already have. If you want to join my VIP mastermind, you can join that. It's $35 a month. Living every day as your best day. Like waking up and deciding and choosing, this is the best day ever. This is the best day ever. Each and every day we're creating, this is the best day ever. We're creating a reality where we're choosing deliberately to make it the best day, choosing to live our joy. Buns, thank you for the roses. Love my dress. Thank you. Happy you knew such a great person. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. You were commenting about when I gave the description about, okay. Hold on. I lost my spot. Give me a moment. Yeah. Hi, Shelley. Okay. I found where I am. Thank you. Hey, you. Okay, Catherine, how to deal with a friend being really unsupportive and not prioritizing in the 3D? Affirm. I'm always supported. My friends support me. My friends prioritize me. I'm always included. My friends love being with me. Why wouldn't they? I'm a great person to be with. We always figure it out. Sometimes we might have miscommunication, but that's okay. We always come back together. We always figure it out. We're people that know how to problem solve. I'm someone who's emotionally intelligent. I have really great friends. I love that I'm supported by my friends. Like a rampage like that. The same rampage for no matter what the situation is, like if it's a specific person or if it's someone at work or whatever it is, affirm what you do want. You disregard what you see and you affirm what you do want. As if you have it. Let me add that piece on. You affirm what you want as if you are in the wish fulfilled already. What about money? It's just with money, affirmations. Okay, feel the abundance of the earth. Feel the abundance of life. There is abundance. But everything that is maybe showing back to us, everything exists, right? So you may be seeing the lack and limitation about money and right, whatever's going on in the, if you're following the crisis, any kind of crisis, and now you feel like that affects you. But the truth is it doesn't affect you unless you believe it does. And most of us would just believe it because we didn't know any better. We didn't know we were creating. You make a decision. It doesn't affect you. You're someone who is abundant. So the abundance wealth mindset, I am abundant. Money is always coming to me. I receive passive income. Money is always flowing to me. Money is just like the ocean going in and out. Money is just like oxygen. It's always around you. We believe we have to work for money, and that's why you work for money. Change your belief around that. You just receive money. Okay? Money is always in your pocket. The magic, I think it was Florence Scovel Shinn that had the magic purse story. She would tell her clients, just, you have the magic purse and it's filled with money. So imagine your purse, imagine your wallet is filled with money. Abraham Hicks gave suggestions like put $100 bill in your wallet and hold that $100 bill in your wallet and imagine spending it. So something I took from that is, what I did with my VIP group is for manifesting money, practice spending money every day in your imagination. If you have $1,000 today, spend it in your imagination. Now tomorrow, add another 1,000. You have 2,000. Spend $2,000 in your imagination. Start getting the feeling of how, first of all, money is just energy, but start to get in the feeling of all different kinds of numbers. Because if it's normal for you to think $100 is a lot of money, let's just wipe that away. Let's start thinking like $100,000 is just normal for you. It's normal for you to have $100,000 in a month. Okay. So even if you have to graduate to that, start affirming, I make $1,000 a day. I love that money comes into my life. Don't focus on the how. Just go to the end. Okay? Because when you start thinking so much about the how, you're not living in the end. Live in the end, deciding it's done. To decide every time you spend money, I'll give you a couple ideas and techniques, but when you're spending money, instead of feeling like, oh no, I don't have any more, or it feels like you're getting to the bottom of your bank account, decide there's more where that came from. There's more where that came from. Okay? You just affirm it. Just affirm it and see what happens, because it proves itself in the testing. How to make him stay obsessed with you in a relationship. You just decide that he is, just by affirming it. By affirming it and by knowing you're the operant power. He's obsessed with me. He loves everything to do with me. He loves to, even when I tell those stupid stories that make no sense and I go every which way, but he's still obsessed with me. Instead of thinking, oh my God, is he angry with me? Oh my God, is he annoyed with me? No, you decide it. You decide that you're so cute, or you're so beautiful, you're so sexy, you're so amazing, you're so irresistible. Of course he's obsessed with you. You could say we are obsessed with each other. We just love doing everything together. We love this. It's a story, and you're already telling a story. What story do you want to tell? Because if it's starting to go the opposite way and it seems like he's not that interested and your assumptions are manifesting, and maybe it's an assumption that you have not been aware of. Once you recognize it's happening in the 3D, you have the power to change it. And you change it by changing your conception of the situation. And you persist in the new vision, or the vision of what you want. You persist in that vision. There's a whole idea that the honeymoon phase, like there's a honeymoon phase. There's a whole idea of that. It's not even true also. That's not true, but people believe that and they think, oh, it's just the honeymoon phase in the beginning and then, it fizzles out. No. If you don't want that reality, you don't have to have that reality. All possibilities exist, and you're the one who gets to decide what your relationship is and what it looks like. Amelia, that's exactly what I'm doing. I wrote down the limiting beliefs I was hearing. Beautiful. I love that you already recognize that. You're like, okay, what are my limiting beliefs? And you took them, you wrote them down. Now just decide, like make a big X through them and just decide, or rip up that paper, put it in the garbage and say, that's not what I am or who I am anymore. Okay. And then you just remind yourself you're infinite. You get anything you want. And now I'm using it as a guide, or keep it, you can keep it up, use it as a guide so you know what you need to change in your self-concept. Sure, whether you rip it up or even if you still keep it there on your desk, right? Or if it's in your phone or wherever, right? Even if you still look at it, you could just say, oh yeah, I've conquered, check this off. I'm no longer insecure. I'm no longer feeling unworthy. I'm no longer feeling like whatever the story is. I love you all. I know there's more questions. Somebody asked about weight loss. If you want to level up, join my VIP group. I have 100 unpublished videos in that group. It's a mastermind to level up. And I have videos about manifest weight loss, manifest body changes, success stories. So join that group. You can join free for a week. Be part of a community, because that's going to help you solidify the version of you that knows you know how to do this. Not the doubters. Don't hang out with the doubters. Don't hang out with your hang out with them, okay? But understand that if you're getting a reflection of people complaining or telling you worst case scenario, it's still a reflection of you, and it's just a reflection of some old beliefs you had, and you have the power to change it. So sometimes we need to be reminded that we're the operant power. You guys, I love you. If you want to do the work on your own, my self-concept course is a blueprint for success. Manifest your specific person in 30 days. When you stick to the protocol and you have a mental diet consistently, there is no reason you can't manifest your specific person in under 30 days. I love you all. Have an amazing day. Love you. Bye.